And now, from Brooklyn, New York, he's the podcaster that's bringing the real heat to the Sunshine State, the host of Ring Fever, Michael L. Ray.
Welcome to Ring Fever. I'm your host, Michael L. Ray. What's going on, folks? It's been a minute. It's like every time I come on, I always have to say it's been a minute or sorry or something. It was like for 2 weeks I couldn't get on. I couldn't do no shows or nothing. You know, I got banned. Facebook drama. And the show was doing really well. We had our own page. We were up to 4,000 likes. Every video that I put up and every podcast I put up was very successful on the Facebook social media. The YouTube page is not really doing well. The Facebook page did awesome. It did for the LJ Martinez interview. We had 3K for Mud Show Mondays. I think the problem was the Mud Show Monday clips. So you got to remember, a lot of these wrestlers are young, and a lot of these wrestlers are young-minded, and they can't take a good joke. And, you know, a lot of these wrestlers here in Florida also have their own promotions, so they get butt hurt real quick. So I had a 2-week ban. I couldn't log in. I couldn't get in. At that time of the 2-week ban, I had something personal go on with me that I need to take care of. So, my personal problem that I had to take care of, my medical problem that I had to take care of, was more important than the show. Everyone knows that if you fucking die, there's no show. We took the 2 weeks off. I wrote Facebook a couple of things. I wish you could call the motherfuckers, but you can't. Finally, they let me get my main page back, but I couldn't get the Ring Fever page back. All the content and stuff was erased. Some of the stuff I lost, like I think I still have the Crackosaurus video, but I definitely lost the August Artois video. I could always make another one, but I'm a firm believer that him and his Goonies were the ones that got me flagged. So after I got flagged and then I got banned, I said, what was the point of doing the show if this is never going to grow at the potential that I want it to grow? Then I got a phone call from someone that told me how I was a necessary evil here in the state of Florida. Now, Ring Fever, I was trying to make the show all about MMA, boxing, and pro wrestling, events that occur here in Florida and stuff like that. I was going to brand out and do some like movie reviews. Always have the show mix. But while I'm talking to this promoter, he reminded me that the most content that I get and the most views I get is when I report on the drama that Florida has on the indie circuit. And going back and forth with him, I disagreed. And I told him that, you know, it brings me a lot of heat, you know. Brings me a lot of heat. The wrestlers, you know, when you put these guys in their place, their egos. Remember, you're busting egos. Some of them think they gangster when they're not gangster. You know, it puts me in a red. You know, I'm always on point. I gotta watch what I say, because I know eventually I'm gonna see these guys. But then he said, no, but you're a necessary evil. I didn't really grasp it. I left it alone. We kept moving on with the days. Got my Facebook account back. I started toying with some of the content that was out there. Like, there's a big local pro wrestling and NCW war. Which, by the way, I'm not on no one's side, okay? I think Paulie's a good guy, and I think Lee's a good guy. I think the whole situation is fucking stupid and is getting out of control. And I'm going to tell you why in a few. But I had another promoter after that. This one from North Florida. And he does good shows, and I never worked with him. Never been on the show. Didn't ask him for a booking. He just hit me up on the messenger. And he said, hey, can I have 5 minutes of your time? I said, fuck. I give him my number. He calls me. We get into a conversation. It wasn't about my ring rental. It wasn't about me doing work for him. It was about a post that I put up that said, you know, I'm basically, should I just continue to do the show or should I just not do it? You know, like, fuck it, you know. He told me that he promotes shows on the north side of Florida, and a lot of the guys that I make reports on and a lot of the situations that I put up online, because of me, he doesn't book these kids because he does his own little investigations when they hit him up for bookings, and that's why he has a whole separate locker room. And then out of nowhere, he called me a necessary evil. And I said, okay, I heard this twice already. So am I doing a good job or am I not doing a good job? Right now, I feel like every time I put something, I'm going to get some sort of backlash. There's always going to be some sort of controversy. He hit me with the Eric Bishop line. You know, controversy sells. I said, yeah, it does when you get flagged so much, you know. You lose content, you gain content. It's very hard at what I'm doing. But he said in 2 or 3 years, you'll be good, though. Okay. I don't want to wait 2 or 3 years. He said, brother, what you're doing right now is an actual service. There's a lot of us here on the north side of Florida that are tuned with the fuckery. He didn't say tuned with the fuckery. I just added that because that's how I am. But he said they're tuned with the drama that goes on here. They have wrestlers that travel through the state of Florida, and when those wrestlers that he pick, he tells them, hey, you know, when you come here, none of that Central Florida, Miami crap here. And I kind of looked at it. Then I went back to his YouTube page. I started looking at his videos, and I said, oh, okay, well, you know what? This guy actually draws. Okay. So I decided, let's not do it. Still. Well, February 3rd, I dropped the show on YouTube, and I never got a chance to put it on Facebook because I was banned. It seems like, I don't really know who did it. I really don't give a fuck. But it seems like that YouTube page was shared all over again. It resurfaced. Now we're in March. The whole page resurfaced. It was called The People versus NCW, how local wrestlers try to destroy a promotion show. And then that one was kind of like a little funny thing that I was trying out, where I had like clips and stuff, and I explained how Marcus and Simon says. Go watch the video. I'm not gonna go back to the whole video thing. You're just gonna have to watch the video. And then another promoter hits me up. This one I did work for. This one used to pay me good. And he tells me, hey, well, first he called me because I put something up and he thought it was about him, so I had to clear it up with him. And I'm like, hey, listen, I really don't like making fun of these dudes because they take it too serious. And, you know, in this state, you know, with all the stand your ground laws and stuff, these people don't really know, like, if they really press me, like, I'm really going to fucking hurt them. You know, like, I just, you know, I'm not for the violence. And he goes, yeah, I understand, but you're a necessary evil here. Again, this is the third person telling me I'm a necessary evil. Alright, brother, what exactly are you trying to say? Listen, dog, when it comes to you being a heel and a manager, there's no one here in the state of Florida that could touch what you do. Your character, everything you got going on for the El Rey character, it's fucking perfect. You should be signed already. But because these guys are full of drama, and you switched it over and started reporting their drama, there's actually a lot of good in this, because one, it educates the younger wrestlers not to make these mistakes, and two, it actually educates people that are going to put money into this. Like, I know sponsors that don't want to put money in certain federations because they know they don't have a ring, they don't have the proper licenses, they don't have the proper LLC channel, none of that. So it's like, alright, you know what, you're right. But it brings me a lot of heat. And he's like, so what? Think about it. So I'm thinking about it, and I start to realize some of these guys that be threatening, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, blah, blah. They live in the suburbs, and I'm not testing no one's gangster, but I can hold my own. I can hold my own real well. And should I pick and choose what stories I cover? Should I choose sides? Nah, I want to be straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. If I go to a show and someone that I said something about gets offended, if you want to do it at a show and cost everybody a booking or for something I said online, that's on you. But I know me. And I know every show I go to, I bring people with me. And I don't let none of you people see the people I bring with me. I'm not stupid. I always got homies in the crowd. And I always got somebody on standby in case you fuckers try to get at me. That's just my Brooklyn mentality. I'm not stupid. One of them blew himself up not too long ago. I was at a show where he couldn't wait for me. He fucking walked up and I'm like, damn, man, now everybody know you my fucking boy. But that's just security precautions that I could take for myself if I'm gonna continue to do this, because I know there's gonna be an idiot. There's already been 5 idiots that tried me and all 5 failed, but there's only gonna be that one dude that needs to be successful and could do something to me that could harm me. But at the end of the day, if you get offended for what I say on this show, if you get offended if I called you out and I put your shit out there, then you need to realize you're the problem. I'm not the problem. Like I said, I didn't even say this, bro. Let me stop saying like I said, bro. I'm a necessary evil here, whether y'all like it or not. I'm a necessary evil here, bro. I'm going to talk the talk here. I don't like sexual predators. I don't like the stuff you guys do. I think when y'all go to a show, y'all should shut up, talk about what y'all gonna do your work and get out. This prima donna stage here in Florida, yeah, I should change the culture. I should enlighten everybody on the trashness. That's why when I segue to this, it's gonna make sense. Bro, this local pro wrestling and fucking Neg Dog Championship Wrestling beef has gone out of control and it's fucking stupid, and it's to the point where like the guys that are saying they got years in the business and they've been doing this or whatever, I want you guys to sit back and realize what you're doing. Alright, number 1, Lee, you don't live nowhere near Hudson, Florida. Your show's got nothing to do with what that guy is doing. Okay? That guy came out, Music and Mayhem, he copyrighted it. Okay? You guys aren't listen to me before you guys fucking make comments. Lee, listen to me, because I know you're being brainwashed by your fucking locker room. Okay? You guys live in 2 separate areas of Florida. He said something to you about the name. This is the information I got back. I don't know if it's fucking true. You know what I mean? It could be a fucking lie. I know Paulie, but I don't know Paulie like that. He said something about the name. I'm going to be real with you. At the time that Music and Mayhem came out of nowhere, everybody was fucking Mayhem and Music, and all that shit looked suspicious. You feel me? All that shit looked suspicious. He hits you up. I don't know if you have a chat room or why you put it up on Facebook, but that's a promoter to promoter beef. That thing is supposed to be settled amongst promoters. Okay? You said you've been in this business for a long time. You should know that's between promoters. When I used to run Shadow with Giovanni and Vince, somebody tried to come out with a Shadow name. I sent them a letter. They said, you know what? I didn't think about it. My bad. Bang! Okay? Well, the guy got it copyrighted or not, I know you can't copyright it. But bro, in the wrestling business, it looks suspicious that everything after that was Mayhem and Music or whatever. Even, you cannot expect everybody to know what's going down in local pro. You cannot expect all of us in this big state to know what you're booking, to know what shows is going on, and know everything that's going on in your company, because there's 80 fucking companies here in Florida. Okay, there's so many fucking cliques. And the reason why half of us don't even look at some of your stuff is because we know the wrestlers there. And the roster never changes. The roster never changes at local pro. That's just my personal opinion. 15-time fucking tag champions, that means you ain't got no tag people. You gotta fucking switch shit up. Switch shit up. But that's something different. I'm going off topic. So you guys get into this big battle. I don't know if you put it in your chat room or whatever. And now you got Local Pro versus NCW. Here's what I don't like. It's between two promoters. The scumbag wrestlers come in, okay? They're not getting booked at NCW. Not because they're not talented, okay? It's not because they don't have talent. And it's not because they don't have a name. They're not getting booked there because the guy has a different vision, okay? And the people he want to give opportunity to are the people that you guys shitted on for no reason. The Frankie Reyes team, okay? Now Sam C comes along. You guys know how Sam is. It's a new promotion, I want in. That's Sam. Any new promotion that opens up in Florida, bro, they can open up in a fucking Winn-Dixie. Sam's gonna be the first one there because he wants to book him. Lee, you know damn well you don't give this guy $150 in none of your fucking shows. And if you do, bro, give me a receipt and I'll shut up. I will apologize, bro. But you know damn well, me too, as a booker, I wouldn't give that kid $150. There's no way. There's no way. He doesn't promote. All he does is put up internet stuff. And you can't even make money off of him. I don't care about his disability. I'm being real. Money to money. You can't make money with Sam. Why? Because Sam goes to every show out here. So let's say you book Sam C versus John. Guess what? Sam is going to go wrestle John at a backyard promotion. Put that video up. So now your fucking shit is trash. On top of that, since he came from... Since he did not deserve NWA. What he did was VHS worked his fucking ass off. Sam is like the Marty Jannetty out here. Then has 17 tag team already. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Get on here right now. I know y'all listening. Get on here right now and tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Is Sam C what they have 17 fucking tags already? First he was the Young Stallions, and then he was fucking, what's the other dumb name he had, and then he lagged on to anybody that he knew was going to make it so he could lag on the ride. VHS did all the hard work. Okay? And you're going to go tell somebody, right, that already has beef with Local Pro, they're beefing, you're going to jump in the middle and take the opportunity to try to charge this guy $150, and then you said it was both of y'all. If that guy agreed to that, where's the text message and stuff? Put them up on Facebook right now. If that guy agreed to pay you $150, both. If you have the receipt, I'll go to Paulie's house and I'll get your fucking money right now. Right now. I'll go get your fucking money. Right now. But $150 was supposed to be for two guys, okay? That means y'all was splitting $150, bro. And any promoter here will tell you, if you come to my show late and you don't do nothing in my show and you act like a fucking superstar, I'm taking some money back. Because I'm not going to lose money. A lot of us work like that. And who's going to give you $150 when you used to wrestle for Nick for free and you used to wrestle for, what's the other one, POW for free, and all these people for free. You'll wrestle for them for free, but then you'll come to the new guy and be like, yo, I'm this much because I was on NWA. So, you're not signed. That's why I'm changing my rate. I was on Fox 5 a couple years ago for 10 minutes. Y'all motherfuckers, now my new rate is $3,000 per show. Fuck that, I had national coverage per show. That's the way y'all want to play it. Oh, I was on TV for 10 minutes. You got to give me this much. All right. Sam took advantage of the situation. Whatever happened between them, happened between them. So he's making comments, which triggers all this other shit. And then in the midst of Lee and fucking Paulie arguing, someone decides, but this is that Florida shit right here. This is why I established myself. When I started doing shows out here, I established myself with the politicians here and the local authorities because these clowns do stuff like this. Someone, the fucking Rescue 911 bozo, okay, decided, since he was mad, to call the fucking cops. in the venue. I don't even know if I got permission to put this out there like that, but fuck it, I said it. I'm like the Jake 1090 of this bitch. Call the cops. You come home from a show thinking you did a good thing, and you got fucking the SWAT coming to your house at 2 in the morning because some idiot want to fucking be dumb. And all the evidence is there, the call ID, the fucking paperwork, so you dumb. That's why your ass ran back to Connecticut. You know your ass can't come back. There's a felony charge waiting for you. And I tell ya, bro, don't play with Florida. Florida got some fucked up laws, man. Take that shit up north where we get away with that shit. Don't bring that shit here, bro. That's out here, bro. They give you time for no fucking reason. There's people doing 30, 40 days for a bag of fucking weed. When you go to New York, you fucking smoke weed wherever the hell you want. Different laws, different jungles. You got Lee now. Fidel, 50-year veteran. Sierra, the Cuban assassin, the man who fought Andre the Giant, okay, says, yo, these are good people, man. I know what really went down, yo. Give me my evaluation, yo. You know what I mean? These are good people, bro. I stand by this. A 50-year veteran, a guy that's been all over the world, well known, is working with this promotion. He's like, look, I'm gonna get into Tune Deep now with them, and I'll make sure this promoter does the right things. But I kind of agree with him. Sam is not worth $150. Bullshit. Sam's first coach was there and said, fuck no, he don't get that money. Bro, the guy that taught you how to run the ropes and taught you your basics said you're not worth fucking $150. He lucky if you get 25. It's not about, I don't know if you guys all think y'all worth the money y'all worth, but to put up a show, bro, you spend $4,000 or $5,000 just to put up a show before you even speak to a wrestler. And I know y'all be like, if you ain't got the money, don't be a promoter. But a lot of you guys don't got money either, so y'all can't talk. Cause the moment I find this loophole and these rings don't get delivered, y'all ain't got a show. Y'all ain't got LLCs, y'all ain't got none of that. Some of y'all putting non-profit, but y'all keeping the money. So now, let me ask Lee and let me ask Paulie something, man to man, both of you guys. I love both of you guys. Lee, I ain't spent too much time with you, so you're going to get offended the most. Bro, what does this bring for us? If you guys go into a big court battle, and the state of Florida tells both of y'all both can't use the name, y'all both closed for business. What does it mean for us? We lose out. We, the people that perform for you guys, the people that, I'm not even going to say bring butts to the seats, because half of these motherfuckers on your shows don't bring butts to the seats. To tell you the truth, you two guys do all the hard work to bring people to see us, but we lose that opportunity. You know, you could be sitting on the next John Cena in the card and not even fucking know, because you're listening to kids that have no value. And when I mean no value, I want y'all to look at the people that are commenting. People that been in the industry here in Florida 7-8 years and haven't done dick, making these comments. I don't want to start saying names because, you know, I got an interview coming up with a former promoter here in Ocala, and I plan on telling him, like, dude, you need to like come back. Honestly, like, you want to come back, but you scared, bro. I got your back. That's the type of wave I'm on in the field when I bring this promoter up. But let's be real. Let's honestly be real. The people that are controlling it and supposedly gatekeep. There's no such thing as blackball here in Florida because there's too many fucking companies, for real. There's too many companies here. There's no such thing I can't get work. You're not going to get the rate you want. You're not going to get paid what you want because there's too much going on. Okay? That's facts. That's facts. Now me, I pay people different. And there's people out there that can vouch that I pay them well, and then there's some people that can tell you that I stiffed them. There's some people that I fucking stiff, and I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. Because they weren't worth the money they told me they were. They ain't bring nothing to the table. Like we say in Spanish, Con la mano cagado ahí esperando. Bro, and I'm not a sucker. I'm not a sucker. When I first came to Florida, I was a little sucker in the promoting business, and I gave everybody what they want until I realized that that's not the way it works. So, if you value yourself and you say, yo, I'm worth this, I'm worth that, show it. Show it. Help that promoter put out some flyers. Get your name out there. This is just putting $10 on the boost and hoping for the best, bro. Ain't doing shit for nobody. If you a wrestler that got your own promotion here in Florida, use a bozo. I'm being real with you. Because ain't no video of me in any of the promotions I did. Anyone that I put money on or produce or whatever, you don't see me in the videos except OCW back in the days because I wasn't smart. You don't see me. You want to know why? Because I'm in promoter mode and I have to promote my show and promote my talent. Most of you wrestlers that are borrowing fucking Sculptor's Ring and Hound Dog's Ring for your shows, you guys are doing that because y'all can't get over. So you got to do your own brand to brand out. Don't tell me I'm fucking lying. Because it looks like the same people in all 4 shows. There's 4 shows that are all going on, and every week you see the same flyer. It just changes. It just changes. Because they can't get over. They ain't got no LLCs. They ain't got nothing. They just want say. They just want to say. That's why this weekend, you know what? I'm airing this Friday. Tomorrow, Mel Pro Wrestling, y'all motherfuckers better have 400 people in that fucking building, bro. 400 people. With all the drama actually starting in this fucking business, bro, y'all better have 400 people. 40 people don't fucking count no more. With all the we do things right, and y'all went out there and that's another thing. She went out there because she's a female and she talk a good game. She hollered at some of the sponsors that was promoting that dog, and she was able to grab 2 of them. So she got a little money. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Your taxes came in because it's tax season, and you got 2 sponsors, and you've been talking that hot shit online, so that means everyone there is getting 3 digits, right? Because that's what you said. You said this. You said we do things right here. I want to see if you're going to give everybody $100. I want to see that, and I want to see a full building. Because I don't talk that shit. I don't tell nobody I'm giving them anything, bro. You got to earn your shit with me. There's some people that are already my mans, that I fuck with them outside of wrestling, that when I book them, they automatically get their money. Because I already know what they're going to do. I already know how they promote all of that. The ones that don't live in my neighborhood, they still do. I had a dude who I used to manage, who right now, he's like the hottest shit in Puerto Rico. Papi Chulo, bro, right? I used to pay him his bread. He was a little expensive. Dude don't live in Ocala, but he'll call me every week. Yo, tú necesitas que yo paso por ahí. Tú quieres que yo le pone un par de flyers, porque sábado yo estoy libre, domingo yo estoy libre. Looking for his bread, bro. Same thing like Jake Logan and Cha-Cha and fucking, I ain't even gonna lie, Romeo and D. Ramos and Vertigo, they the ones that should be getting that money. Especially Vertigo, you should get that money. Romeo and D. Ramo, they should be in that range in certain areas, cause they sell out in certain areas and fans know them in certain areas. But Sam, see, the fuck, the Marty Jannetty of the Indies, the fuck. Who else should be getting that? Brian Idol get that type of money, cause he's a name. Natalia get that type of money. You know what I mean? Who else get that type of money? You know what? I ain't even gonna front. I heard Cheese get that type of money, but Cheese sell tickets. I heard Cheese sell tickets. Now whatever he's doing now, that his head is too gas, that's on him. But he sell tickets. Who else get that type of money out here that I'm trying? Man, Gary Wolf can't even get that fucking type of money, and he was in ECW. Frankie Reyes can't even get that type of fucking money, and you want 150? Boy, I need to see that contract that they gave you, cause I need to negotiate with them too. And then for you to say they fucking backyard wrestlers, that means you're the biggest trash bag wrestler, because all those kids are Frankie's kids and you helped train them. So that means you suck as a trainer. That means you fucking suck as a trainer. All I'm saying is, Lee, if you listening, bro, cut that shit out, man. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. That shit is bad for business for everybody, bro. Cut that shit out. Cut that shit out. You supposed to be a role model. Trust me, bro. Call me on my jack. We could talk. I know, you know what I mean? I don't want you to be really mad at me. Talk to me. You know what I mean? Let's make smart decisions. You feel me? But that shit is just bad for business, bro. Come on. There's some old timers in NCW that you know that you done work with and you respect, and they there right now. Don't try to take their money and none of that because your locker room feet in your head, bro. Fuck the, bro. Real talk. Fuck your locker room, bro. Fuck your locker room. Because the only one out there putting money and putting up flyers is you. Is you. So don't be listening to fucking Bo and Joe all up in your ear because they've been in your ear for the past 2 years and you can't tell me no because I look at your card and I know some of these dudes and I know how influenced they could be. Trust me, I know them. That's why they're not booked nowhere else. But you, my man, you've been out there, bro. I see your shit all over. When I used to drive the truck, I used to see your shit all over. I know what restaurant y'all do. Bro, you do a good job promoting your product. Don't let the Florida indie bullshit get to you. You and the promoter, fuck all the lawyers. You and Paulie need to just talk to each other. If you, bro, he copyrighted the name. I know you like the Mayhem music shit. Switch it up a little bit. Who fucking cares? Who cares? You've been out here longer. Y'all not even close to each other. You could be Mayhem Culo Cagao Part 3, bro. You feel me? You could be something else. It doesn't matter. The people don't come for the name. Trust me. Trust me. The reason why he copyrighted his shit is because he hires rappers and music artists to come on his show. And that footage has to have a certain clearance when you're dealing with people that are actually signed on Universal and all this other stuff. But that's a whole different other thing. I can explain all that stuff to you. But let's cut this out. Because these wrestlers, they all poison. They all poison. Oh, don't book this one. Oh, don't book that one. Oh, don't do this. Oh, I'm telling you. Bro, I'm telling you. Ain't none of them doing nothing for you. You doing all the work. Y'all stop. Whoever's calling the cops and doing all that shit is corny, bro. That shows me y'all true colors. This is why half the time I don't really want to smack y'all or take what y'all say about me on Facebook for real. Because I see it. You can't pretend to be a gangster and then pull out your phone and call the cops or go on Facebook and be like, Michael already hit me. Let's cancel him. Bro, there's no more canceling. Trump's president again, bro. Ain't nobody getting canceled. Freedom of speech is back. And I appreciate the people that said I was necessary evil, bro. Because I probably am. I probably am to be clearing shit up here in Florida. I probably am the fucking Godfather. I'll tell you one thing, though. Y'all doing the show in Summerfield, y'all better fucking book me or y'all not getting shit. You stop playing. But I got this next interview coming up. Former promoter here in Ocala. FWE Florida Wrestling Empire. We gonna talk deep. I hope y'all like the interview. I just want to make it clear to him, bro, that like, yo, bro, Marion County was good to you. The wrestlers are the ones that fucking started all this drama. I'm gonna smooth him into the conversation. Y'all let me know if y'all like it. We're gonna go to commercial. Then we're gonna shoot the interview. And then it's round 3, Ring Fever. Alright, let's go to commercial. Bitch!
My name is Angel Ángel Salazar, mi gente. Yo soy el actor de la película Scarface, Cara Cortada, con Al Pacino. In the movie, I play Chichi. Chichi, ¿qué te quieres? I'm here with my boy from Fever, Keep It Real.
Big Mike Fever holding it down for your exclusive wrestling, boxing, MMA, and pop culture news. So on the stage right now, I actually have a former Ocala promoter here. I'm gonna give him the stage real quick.
Hey, Tyler Nimmons, former promoter of Florida Wrestling Empire.
Florida Wrestling Empire, and that was right here in Ocala, Florida. What's going on,
FWE.
sir? FWE.
I'm
How
doing all
you doing?
right. How are you?
How you doing today? And I didn't mean any disrespect by saying former promoter, but you and me both haven't done shows here in Ocala for a little while.
Nah, no, that's why I'm like former because I mean I'm not right now, so former.
Yeah, well, and I'm not gonna break anything new, but I'm just gonna let people know from my perspective. For me, right now, this is you're gonna hear it first, and I'm bringing Tyler onto the stage so we can have a good discussion. But I will be running shows again in Ocala, and I have a
Okay.
team of people who are tired of the shit here in Ocala and tired of these promoters coming here and ruining what I basically started out here. And we're tired of the fuckery, and we're just gonna take our shit back. And we have a lot of other guys who came here and like Tyler who did their thing here and realized the fuckery also. And we're gonna work with them too because, like I said, brother, from the very beginning, there's no sense of pushing you out. There's money for everyone to be made.
You know, I love how everyone acts like the first time they did something that they were successful, that they did nothing wrong, that they made no mistakes. Like I don't understand why I get pushed away, but I currently witness people that have done far worse that are still welcome. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of them people. I'm not gonna sit here and drag anybody or anything like that. But all I'm gonna say is I never did anything that's gonna make me stop my motion of return. So it's fine. It's fine.
So those of you who's wondering what he's talking about, Tyler did his promotion here at Ocala in the very beginning. And he contacted me when he first came here, like a gentleman, and let me know he was going to be running shows at my own venue. And I didn't have a problem with it. Actually, in the very beginning, Tyler asked me for a rig. Straight up. He said, "Do you have a rig I could use or anything? Or how can we work together? I just want to do some shows here in Ocala." The very first thing I told Tyler was, "You don't want to be a promoter here." Am I right or am I wrong? I said, you do not want to be a promoter here, buddy. I'm running shows and I'm learning the hard way, and I'd rather you not learn the hard way of the clicks. And in true fashion, Tyler didn't believe me because he's from up north and I'm from up north. And up north is a very different culture, very
Very
different
different.
wrestling culture.
Very
So
different.
he came out here with his up north mentality, and I don't know why you feel like you failed. I don't think you failed, buddy. I think number one, you were sick that weekend. Okay, you were sick. I mean,
Bro, like I can't even begin. I can't even begin. I don't feel like a failure, but I do wish I could go back and do stuff differently. But we always see stuff in hindsight and say I should have did this instead of that. That
I
I do that. Like I can do that and I can be honest and say, Tyler, why did you do that? I don't have to have somebody call me out or drag me. I can see for myself that I made a mistake. You know what I mean?
honestly,
Um,
honestly, you been online lately. I know you've been online. Have you seen
yeah.
Have you seen the new promotion in Hudson? The way they slaughtered that guy, and he just started
I see that every promotion that comes up gets slaughtered. So
slaughter.
yeah,
Have you
yeah.
noticed?
I don't understand. See, this is you said I'm from up north, different cultures. See, the whole wrestling culture is there some similarities? Of course, it's the same business, but how business is done is completely different. Like it's completely different, and I think that's why I ended up running into what people would say are mistakes. No, I just didn't have understanding. I was ignorant to who I was working with.
I
Now that
think.
I know who I'm working with, I know how I need to handle myself, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all. That's all.
So when I
I
first,
I stepped into it, and
my
you
bad.
know it because you told me to stop doing it with my arms wide open, ready to be everybody's best friend and their favorite guy and all that, but I got taken advantage of in some ways, and it's okay. You
Now,
learn.
you taking advantage of money wise, right? Because I know it
Yo,
was,
yeah.
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 So I was trying to, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you know, when I spoke, I
No,
interrupt
you
everybody.
good.
Um, so when I first came here, I had the same problem. Okay, I had to go. Matter of fact, tell you the truth, I didn't even want to be a promoter when I first came here. There was a guy already here who was doing shows and he was struggling, and he basically begged me for help. And I knew in the very beginning that I was gonna be more like his pocket.
Yeah.
Basically, I knew that. So, with the experience I have from doing shows in the boxing world and doing shows in because you know I'm involved with the police athletic league up north and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I thought it would be a good idea to put some money down and bring wrestling. You know, we were doing wrestling shows here in Ocala. Now, my first impression of the wrestlers that I met was everything was cool when there was only 20 or 30 people there. Everything starts getting hectic when you draw a big crowd.
Yeah.
And when you draw a big crowd, I started noticing the word mark being thrown around and don't book this one, only book this one, don't do this, only do
Yeah.
this. And it
Yeah.
got to the point where even my name started getting thrown around and people started telling the actual the one of the owners, hey, you shouldn't use El Rey, blah blah blah. And I'm like, the owner's looking at him like he's the other owner. Like he owns half of this shit. I noticed a lot of guys will come to the show and not even be prepared for the show and not bring ring gear. I noticed a lot of guys are just there to talk to the wrestling girls or look for girlfriends while they're there. I see things that have nothing to do with wrestling related. Like if the one thing I always thought was I tried to be on a Johnny Rod show when I was younger, and you know those shows are very hard to get into in New York. And he gave me a book of 30 fucking tickets and told me if I wanted to be on the show to come back with the book empty. I tried to do that over here. And my very first show here, I started hearing people telling me, you can't do that. You don't know who I am. But internet this. I'm on every show every week, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I'm fucking famous here. I'm fucking famous there. I fell for it. Buddy, I blew $2,000 and I only drew 60 people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know I know. You know I know. So like it's not, you know what it is for me though. I was a wrestler first. I'm not a guy that came out of the stands and said, I want to do that myself. No, I was a wrestler. I wasn't only on small shows. I did shows with names and all types of stuff. And it's like a different beast because back whenever I started wrestling and stuff, your pay was based on what you did on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Your opening match, you're probably not getting paid or you're getting a hot dog. But then as you went up the card, your pay went up. I didn't know this guaranteed pay thing where guys are like, this is how much I get paid, and that's how much I'm getting paid, no
But
matter
who
what
said?
the house, no matter the house, no matter anything, I get paid this much, that's it. I don't know where that came from.
Who said though? I'm saying like who's ever told you that here in Florida?
I'm not one of them. I'm not
All right.
one of them.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though. That law, because that's like an unwritten law, that's for people that's already been on TV and live
Right.
far.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's one of those things like that's like you know, I'll use Rob Fury as an example in New Jersey. When he books people that live out of state, if it snows in Jersey, he still got to pay them because they flew out, they had to stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
It's not their fault it fucking show. So he
That's a
still
different
pays them.
situation.
But I was still here that these guys make their own rules up and they just find people. Like I'm gonna give you an example. I don't care. You could agree, you could not agree, you could laugh. You don't have to say his name you want, but I'll say his fucking name. I know you read everything Sam C was doing this week. And I just want to ask you one question, and you can answer it or not, because I know you booked him plenty of times. Have you ever paid him $150?
No.
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 I don't know what's going on.
No.
So wait, he was supposed to get 150 and he didn't get it.
So basically, he bumped his old rate up. He feels he's worth $150 now because he was on a couple of NWA shows. Uh, he did a show for someone who he says is a new promoter, but this is a guy that knows him the past 6 years. Like Sam worked for the kids
Like
being
his
used.
boy or something.
No. It's not really his boy. It's his boy's dad. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
basically, all the kids on the show were from Sam's very first school, the Frankie Reyes school. All those kids that wrestled there wrestled for Frankie Reyes, the same school Sam came from. And Frankie was one of the referees on the show. Okay. Then you had Super Crazy and Fidel Sierra. Okay. And he feels because he was on NWA, him and VHS should get $150 each. Now VHS didn't say anything about his rate or anything. You know, VHS, he just goes to the shows, he wrestles, he gets paid, he doesn't get paid. You know, he's like the nicest gentleman, the nicest kid you ever meet. You feel me? But Sam wanted to be the spokesperson, and he says that this owner owes him $150. Now I contacted the owner, and the owner told me, I know Sam when he first started here, and there's no one in fucking Florida that gives him more than $50. Number two, Sam came an hour late, okay? Didn't bring a +1, didn't sell a ticket, didn't help out with the ring, okay? Was mad that he was losing, and then the next day, then the next day, write all this stuff. And the only reason why this reminds me of the situation with you was because I know you paid him one of your shows, and I know you fed him, and I know you took care of him, and he brought people to the show. If I'm wrong, dog, you can stop me and say I'm lying, bro. You feel me? And I know he went on the internet and said you was fucking cheap.
Yeah, I'm laughing because, like, you know me, I don't sit and talk about people. But the fact that you are spitting back to me what actually happened is hilarious because I don't have to speak on it. He told me this was in 2023. He said his rate was 50 to 80. I gave him 50, fed him and all his people, and I gave him waters, food, candy, all types of stuff. And he said I was cheap because he felt like he deserved more than that. But not, and this, I'm not even trying to drag him.
Don't
But
drag him. Just speak your
he
mind
was
as a
matched
promoter.
too. He was matched too. So for me, and my thinking coming in, you're matched too. You didn't really do anything, so your pay should be on the lower end of what you're saying your rate is.
Now, when he came out, was there a big, when the ring announcer said Sam C, was there a big, oh, Sam C, was there like, be honest, bro.
I'm not even gonna, I'm not even gonna point him out directly, but I just don't understand where people get their value from. Because here's my thing. You could be on NWA, right? Like you can be on NWA. I respect that. But once you walk out of the locker room, what does that mean to the 8-year-old boy that came to watch a wrestling show? That didn't mean anything. So
Mm-hmm.
why do I have to pay you for you being here when you didn't put any butts in the seats? I'll
So,
sit here and say one person that I booked that said I will put butts in the seats and I should get paid this much, and I was more than glad. Jake Logan. Jake
okay,
Logan.
so I
He
was
said
gonna
I'm a
use
good
him as
butt.
an example too. I was gonna use him as a great example because he was the first. He was my very first encounter here for a strange booking where he gave me a rate and conditions, and the conditions he gave me was like, well, okay. He was
Yeah.
like, he's like, hey, I need this much, but I also need 20 tickets. And if I sell these 20 tickets, can I get a piece of them? because I have certain people that want to come and see me, and I need to make sure they get taken care of. So I gave him 20 tickets. Calls me back 3 days later. Says, I need another 20 tickets. I said, buddy, man, look, at the end of the day, bro, whoever comes here say it's for you, bro, it's $5 each person, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll fucking give you everything. And I had, no lie, I had 60 people just to see him. And another good example of good business, which I'm sad you didn't get a chance to do business with him, but hopefully, in the future you could see what I see in him. Cha Cha Charlie. Cha Cha Charlie gave me a fucking crazy rate that I was uncomfortable for. I kept the money on the side, and on top of that, it was a homeboy rate. Okay, it
Yeah.
was a homeboy rate that I did not want to pay. I felt like I felt like in my head, like, damn, Cha Cha, we boys, like, we smoke, we do shows together. Like, damn, son, you really gonna charge me this much? But
I talked to Charlie and I thought his number was crazy, but when in our conversation I told him, I said even though your number is a lot for me, and even though other people might think that, I see the value of him. I
so
see why he gets that much.
I saw the value in him also the day of. The week of, I was very nervous. I tried
Yeah,
to talk him down to it. He kept, Cha Cha's from New York, so he throws in my lingo like, "Yo, son, calm down, like,
my
stop being a
dad's from New
bitch."
York, so I already know.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah, I
kept
know.
telling me, "Stop being a bitch, bro. Like, chill. Like, yo, bro, if you got an empty building, you don't even gotta pay me." The day of the show, there were people from Jacksonville that fucking came to see him. I ain't say nothing. I paid him. I stuck quiet. I ain't say nothing. Went to the chicken spot. We were all eating, and in Spanish, she threw it in me. I thought, I thought I was gonna
I
draw.
I wish I would have. I wish I would have. But like right whenever I tried to book him, that was right when I was starting to realize I wasn't doing good business. Personally, like not saying anyone, just me. What I was doing was not good business, and I didn't want to bring someone like that on board and affect them. If that
It
makes sense,
gets it
that's
gets
respect.
it gets expensive in the sense of you're not making your money back, and the
That
wrestlers don't see that you're not making your money back, even though we're doing it for love. But we're not gonna go broke and ruin our families and take food away from our kids just so you could cosplay. Because I
But
call
that's
them
my thing
cosplayers.
though. I've broken myself to get back right. You know what I'm saying? And like I've never done this to make money. And that they're like, well, what are you doing it for? I'm here to not lose money, but I'm not here to make money. And so those times when I dig in and I give y'all, that's me having respect. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
because whenever I was coming up, if you went to the promoter and the house wasn't like that, he and you stick your hand out, he would shake it and say, "See you next month."
Oh
That
no, I
that
grew up like that too. If there was 30 people in the show, no one was getting paid.
that's just what it was
And it's a
because
common thing here in Florida where they're just comfortable with it. Look, buddy, I'm gonna be real with you. You went through the proper channels. You went and got yourself insurance. You went and got yourself an LLC. You went through the proper channels because in your head and in my head, that is the proper way to do things. Just like you had people at your show medically ready to take care of business, people that were first aid certified and everything. Now, you see these shows, and don't you get angry that these motherfuckers don't got LLCs? They don't got nothing. I don't even know how these venues are taking them. There's no doctor. The fans are the people they bring, and they want to call everybody fucking marks and go online and try to say like,
this is how I handle it, and this is how it was when I was working too. It's a us versus them thing. If they want to operate like that, talk like that, be like that, that's them. Because over here, we know it's not like that. So if y'all want to be hunky dory over there, doing it all bootleg, go ahead. Over here, we do it the right way, and that's fine. That's why I have people come to me, and I'm sure you've heard this. for yourself where they're like, "Oh, you're never coming back because if you were coming back, you would have came back already." No,
Nah,
I just want to make sure I do it right.
that's not true.
People say
That's not true.
that.
I told you too. I told you to your bro when you come back. Let's because I told you already I'm coming back, but I like to play chess. Play chess, not checkers.
That's what I'm doing right now. So
And
that way,
honestly,
whenever
and honestly, let's cut the shit because I don't give a fuck what anyone says because we are gonna work with each other. Because at the end of the day, like I discussed with you offline, and I want the world to know. One of the conversations we had was none of these people live in Marion County. We live in Marion County. You feel me? The new kid that moved out here, right? I'm not gonna say his name because he doesn't want to publicly be known yet. But there was a new guy out here who was gonna do a promotion out here, and he quickly realized, like, hey, you know what? I don't even want to waste my money. I'm gonna wait till you, Tyler, and such bring wrestling back to Marion County, and I'm just gonna put my money with you guys because at the end of the day,
yes,
we all live here. Look, I do it honestly because, bro, you live out here. What do we got out here?
come
What do we
on,
got out
bro.
here?
Unless
They ain't shit to do
you,
out here.
if you like horses,
Horses. But like the
if
thing
you
is,
like
like
horses,
with me, I'm in tune with my community. I'm in tune with the car meets. I'm in tune with all the stuff they do in the shores, the little festivals. I know people in this area. You're in tune with the northwest side. You know people in
oh
that
yeah,
area.
I
You
know what's
work
going
on
on.
200. You know you go to the functions on that side. That's why I told you like when you was at the Boys and Girls. I say southwest. You say northwest. We do all this shit because at the end of the day, dog, these guys don't live out here. We live out here, and those kids that come to our show, their parents are always hitting us up like, "Man, you and this guy need to get together. We used to have fun at your shows, and my
I've
daughter still
heard
talk
that.
about when you did this, and my daughter still talks about when he did that." And the only thing is that parents, right, in Marion County, and you and I both. This is why we're coming to this is why we're coming to think. Know these guys on the flyers are trash baggers. They fucking tell us. They're like, yo, these are the guys that used to be at Timmy Tools. We don't want to see them.
You know, listen, Albert, you wild. You know what's so funny though? We are two different people. Like you're here, like both middle fingers up, like fuck off, and I'm just like, hey, bub, let's. It's so funny though. That's why it's so funny to me because you're completely different than how I am. Like
The
I'm like,
reason
oh,
why
I
I
don't
got
want to
like that
talk
was
about anyone,
because
and you're like, those guys, fuck them.
it's
No,
because the local businesses are the ones that keep telling me that. Like, come on, think about it. How many local businesses gave you money for shows, and then when you told them you weren't doing it, told you, dog, come on,
I've had,
forget
I've
these guys.
had I've had businesses tell me, "Hey, you could do it out here in our parking lot." You know what I'm saying? Because
Just
they
don't bring
expect
these
choice.
guys. Get another group. You feel
Hmm.
me? Like they listen. When I was doing shows at the Boys and Girls, bro, I was drawing 400 or 500 people. I had video. That shit was on Ocala News everywhere. I had the guy who became mayor now used to come to my show. The mayor of Ocala used to come to my shows when he was just a candidate. You
I
feel me? So
believe it.
it's like these guys don't understand what's about to happen. Like it's not us that want to come back. Because I told you the other day, I'm happy where I'm at, and I know you happy where you at. But it's
Brother,
like the city.
I've been playing daddy.
Yeah, the city's like, hey guys, we want you guys back. What is going on? What are you
I
guys
have
doing?
people come to me like often. I would say once or twice a month. I have somebody, whether it's a fan, a business, somebody saying, "When's the show's coming back? When are you doing another one?" And I'm like, "Oh, I am. I just needed to take a breather so whenever I come back, bang." Because people, Ronald, Jesus, the guy that did McDonald's, his first burger wasn't the best, I'm sure.
Nah, nope.
So he had to go back in the kitchen and run it back. And that's what I'm doing right now. We're back in the kitchen. So whenever I run it back, it's all good. I know what I did wrong. I know what I can do better. I know, guys, because what people don't realize is while I've taken that step back, I'm still watching. I still see everything. I know everything everyone's doing. I know what people have said. I know everything.
Listen to everyone's podcast, including
Oh yeah,
mine.
I know
You know everything,
everything
bro.
that's going on. Like
Everything,
there's probably
the
people
smart shots at you, and you're like, oh, what? I heard one too, and then I was like, bro, what happened here?
there's
Y'all was just
people that
cool.
have worked for me that played my best friend to my face, that someone has came to me and said so and so said this about you. Really interesting. So it's all good. I've learned that Central Florida wrestling, because that's all I've really dealt with is Central Florida, but it's like high school for real.
It is, and it doesn't have to be that way.
Well, they're not the
One
only
thing I learned
wrestlers
about,
in the world.
yep, and one thing I learned about this county. One thing I learned about this county is that this county is the reason why the Lucinella family won't draw. Like, like they were up to par what Jose was doing when I took over. You
Yeah.
feel me? This county, at the end of the day, I had people tell me in my face, like, bro, you need to stop worrying about these other people in the other counties because we're the ones that pay money to see your crap. Because that's what they call it, your shit. You jumping up and down, your wrestlers doing this. Like, fuck, bro. I brought NBA players out here. I brought Carlito, Epico, Primo, Chris Masters. Vince Steele was the fucking champion here in Ocala. God rest his soul.
God
You
rest
feel
his
me?
soul.
And it's like I brought quality, and they don't bring quality. What they do is whenever someone starts to do good, bro, they just shit all over it for no reason. Shit
Well,
all over it. I don't think you failed, bro. I think you just
I don't think I
nope.
failed. There's people that if you ask them, they would say, he needs to stay away from the business. But who made any
Bah,
of these people the
bah,
gatekeeper? And so I know what I did wrong. So I know when I come back, any of the mistakes I made are not going to be there. So what are you going to say about me now? Because anything that you had to say, I corrected it. So now what?
exactly.
And it's
You
like
just
one of those things. I realize the number one thing, and I'm going to say this because I know this podcast is going to be watched by people.
trust
Whenever
me.
you guys come back, the ones I choose to come back and work for me again, you're going to see a different version of me. And I don't mean that I'm going to be an asshole just to be one, but that guy that was coming with his arms wide open, ready to be your boy, ready to be your friend, look out for you, listen to your storyline ideas and stuff. It was killed. It was killed. Y'all killed it. So now I'm going to be
Yeah.
like everybody else.
You want to know something? Um, this is kind of like on the same subject. I worked with somebody in Miami who offline dog. That's my man, bro.
Yeah.
When I go to his shows, bro, I don't like him, bro, because
It be like that.
He's on promoter mode. You feel me?
Yeah.
But when he's on promoter mode, I get the most out of my career than any other show I've been to in Florida. Because I see when I come out and I'm upset because there's been one or two shows where he I'm not saying he shows his ass, but he fucking tells us like, yo, you guys smell like weed, you guys are doing this, this is a fucking public building, blah blah blah. And I understand, like now that I've done shows myself and I've been out on the field, like, yo, yeah, like I've been on the other end of the sticks where the owner of venues come up to me and be like, "Yo, this one's doing this and this one's doing that, and what the fuck you got going on here?" And then
Yeah.
when you look back, it looks unprofessional.
Yeah.
But
That's the number one thing
I
is
I've
being
learned
professional.
through him. I learned through him that there's always two sides. There's not one. There's always two sides. You have yourself that you are in the
Yeah.
business, and then you have yourself when you're doing business. And still to today, I still do business with him. I still do things with him. But I know when it's game time,
It's game time.
I stay the fuck away from him. I
Yeah.
do what he says. I don't care because a lot of people, what happen is they go to these shows and because they're a promoter in their area, they want to tell you what they're gonna do and it's what they say because they have their promotion. And I've been doing this for so many years. When I go to this man's show, I don't give a fuck, bro. I've done got my ass whooped in the show, but I look
Yeah.
like King Kong here in Ocala. But I done
That's what
got
I'm
whooped.
saying. But like, that's the thing though. Like, people don't realize like every show is like a different play. Like, it's a show. So like, would you want to keep going to the movies to see the same thing, no matter where you went to the movies? It's the same thing or the same play. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You were trying to go see something different. So if you're getting beat up down here, but you're a man up there, that's awesome.
So did you give up on Florida or is it 50-50?
Give up on Florida as in promoting here?
Well, I know you didn't give up in Marion County because I told you this is a different world. Did you
You
give up on
know, I did give up on Marion County. I did, but I'm not even gonna lie. Talking to you
the
and then
county didn't
just
do nothing
seeing
to you?
I could win.
Remember
I
that.
could win. Marion County honestly has been good to me. These are my
I,
biggest
I I
shows.
I told you this for the very beginning. Don't blame the county, bro. Blame the wrestling industry. Don't blame the county. The county had your
Yeah,
back, bro.
that is facts. You know what though? That is true because I'm the one that dipped out on the county. That's
And they
fact.
and listen. I guarantee you, they don't care. I guarantee you. Trust me. I've bumping into people, and they tell me, buddy, you know where Earth Fair's at on 200?
Yeah,
I've been in there because there's once in a while when I'm on 200, I'll go get like those. I'm a big fan of these shits,
yeah,
and I'll go in there and I bumped into two fans in there that say, "Hey man, when you ready to come back and do shows out here, we're ready, and my kids are ready." And I'll be like, "What the fuck?" And they'll
yeah.
be like, "Yeah,
I
yeah,
go
we've
through
been
the
we've
same.
been to other shows and we don't like it. We only like your show and we like the black kids show." And I'm like, "Oh shit, all right, it's fucking
Yeah,
racist, but I got
I've
you,
heard
bro."
that. People have said like I've gone to other shows and like yours is my favorite. I'll go to wherever. People have traveled. When I went to Denellen and Inverness, people from Ocala was down there.
Yeah, that's why I said don't blame the county, bro. The county
And it's
had your
not the
back.
county. That was me. That was me. And it was also me allowing those other promoters to talk and be affected by it. But
That's why
I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back because this my county. Like
you
I
notice the
came in
cloud,
and
right? You notice the cloud, right? You notice the cloud in Marion County. Like you notice other promotions have been here after us
hmm
and no one goes.
it's not what they're looking for.
It's no, it's not what they're looking for, but it's like this. All right. When you went to your show, when you started doing your shows, I would write stupid shit about you, but still promote your shit. Like, oh fuck this show, I'm gonna go over there and fucking ruin it, but let's give them a chance.
I always said, I like before I talk to you, I'm like, bro is hating
It-
on me, but he's promoting my show.
okay, my
Whatever,
fans will go to your show, okay, because they
whatever.
know they're so used to my shit. Like, nah, Ray's promoting this kid. Like, nah, he's probably on the squad or something. So let's go down there. But if I be like Marion County, fuck these dudes, we're not pulling up. No one pulls up, and I know you seen that
I've
personally.
seen it. I've seen shows where there's only 15 people there and it's like 12 family members. I've seen it.
They don't do shit for the kids, bro. They don't do shit for the kids. Listen, bro. That's why I told you, like me and you actually done stuff, and I wanted to work with you on the level because I have free report card day. You know what I mean? And I was really big on that. And I know you was about to do something else like that in the boys and girls. And I feel like we missed out on opportunity because you know the shores.
Oh
And
yeah.
you know where I live. I live in the trenches. You know
My
these
people out
motherfuckers are
there.
bad.
I know where you at too.
But when I did free report card day, okay, this whole hood pulled up with, oh no, El Ray, you said if I get 3 A's, I could come inside and I got 4. So I get a t-shirt. And I like that. I
I
like
like
that.
doing for the kids. I do too. Someone else in Ocala, I hope he watches and see this. I want to work with Romeo.
Romeo Cavedo's from Ocala.
Yeah, no, I was just walking one day and I hear somebody say, "Yo, when you doing the show?" This was last year when I was running, and I'm like, "Oh, it's a fan." I'm like, "Oh, we're running." I'm doing like the promoter,
We got
like,
a couple heavy hitters here because Jake is from here, Romeo's from here. Um,
cause that right there, them two right
you
there,
know,
man.
where you messed up at, and I messed up at. Well, I started him. I didn't really start him. I gave him opportunity, and he just fucking blew up. Have you ever worked with Donnie Harris,
I
the
don't
ring
know who that is.
announcer?
Nani Harris.
Donnie Harris. I'll send you some video of him. This motherfucker's from Ocala. He does boxing shows, MMA shows, and wrestling. He started doing wrestling here, and he was like my bro. Shadows. When I did Shadow Wrestling, he was the announcer. Then when I switched over to Adrenaline, he was the announcer for Adrenaline. He was the announcer for Go Wrestle. Like he basically just stood around marrying it. Now that motherfucker's everywhere, bro. Like he does boxing, he does MMA, he does
He's
food
getting a check,
events.
boy. He's
He
getting the
he,
bag.
he getting out there, bro. And he's a local bakery manager here at one of the
No,
public.
mine.
So
I mean, honestly, and like this is just my true opinion. I say it to everybody. If dates would have worked out, I'd have always used Della. I'm just a fan of Della. I like how she announces. She's changing recently from what I got introduced to, but I think she's good. James, he's good.
which James
From the Port Richie
the
Friday
Port
night.
Rich area. So what I don't like about these ring announcers is because I've got more experience than all of them. The only one that can outbeat me in ring announcing is Young Professor because he's actually fucking signed to the Havana Bananas.
Well, here's
What
my
I
other
did,
thing.
I did Showtime boxing twice in my life, and that's not easy to do Showtime. Um, you're not supposed to shit on your fellow ring announcer. You feel me? Like, yeah, that's like a code. Like, you don't shit on your fellow ring announcer, and they kind of shit on each other for bookings, and I don't, and that got to be like a Florida thing because like in New York is so weird, and the tri-state is so weird that if you ask for a ring announcer and they're booked that day, they give you the other ring announcer's number.
Yeah,
Like you feel
that's
me?
why a lot of stuff that's brought to me as promoter by talent that they'll say, I'm like, yo, this is different because I've never heard an announcer complain about another announcer or try to pitch themselves over the other announcer.
Or you
I
got
just never
announcers
heard
here in
it.
Florida that try to get storylines or throw certain jabs in while they doing their ring announcing so they could
Yeah,
get
I don't.
over.
That stuff. I'm not here for that. You have a job, and your job is to announce what's happening in the ring, cause you're a ring announcer. But bro, I just don't. All that stuff that be going on, it's like a soap opera. I'm not interested in that. If anyone has a bad comment about me or they have a bad opinion on me, you're entitled to that. You can have that, but I'm not gonna let it stop my motion, bro.
Buddy, I
Never.
told you that, and I'm glad you realized that. You
Yeah.
also got to remember too, bro, and I don't mean that. I mean this. I don't mean it, but
Nah,
I mean it.
say it.
We in Florida, bro. We not up north.
I know.
They could threaten you all you want. Okay, this state right now got some laws where like you can protect yourself out here. Like you don't
Yeah.
you don't need to worry about nothing.
Nah, we good. We good. Like
Yeah,
all
so
that
I don't
stuff.
I don't I get a lot of death threats. People put my grandmother's address online, and honestly, when you here in Florida, is like everyone knows your address. You feel me? It's just like in New York, you know.
But here's my thing, because they did that last year. Everybody's online and they have all their comments and all that. And then people come to me and they're like, why aren't you getting on there and saying anything? Why do I have to get on there and dispute things that aren't true? If y'all want to get on there and make stuff up and turn it into a whole story for yourself, I don't want to take that away from you. You spent all that time making that up, have it.
And you spend all that time doing that, and you gotta use that energy to fucking promote the show you was about to be
Because
on.
to promote the show, because back whenever I was working, we weren't online. We were training. We were rolling around the ring somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where all this online and y'all messaging people telling them to get out of the business. Who made y'all the gatekeeper?
You know what the problem is that they don't let us beat the shit out of them no more. That's the problem.
If you watch like Undertaker and them podcasts, they always talk about beating somebody's ass back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Mm-hmm.
you learn, though. And even back whenever I would say my generation was probably when that behavior was leaving the locker room. But I've seen people get cornered and roughed up. I've seen promoters
Oh
get
yeah.
roughed up.
Listen, I seen people here in Florida act super tough at shows and get punched in the face by fans in the parking lot. All
Yeah,
right.
that's crazy work.
So like you get punched in the face in the parking lot, or you a pussy in real life, you shouldn't even wrestle. Period.
I
Period.
mean,
Because it's the art of illusion. I mean, back in the days, down like we're supposed to be in the South. Like this is like fucking racist capital in the world. Them fucking old white promoters. That's what they used to do back in the days. Like if you get fucked up at the bar or something, they're not booking you no more. Cause they
mm-mm.
didn't want no one to know. Like they want you. They want everybody to feel like this is the toughest son of a bitch in the world. And the
Because I'll
problem
tell you
is,
what, because I like that you said that. My number one thing that I don't like is these workers will fight with each other online, and then the fans will get on in the middle of it and say, like, hey, we don't like this, you're ruining it. And
they'll be
they'll
like,
say,
"Shut up,
oh,
you
go mind
Mark."
your business. This has nothing to do with you. And I'm like, well, then why did you have the fan on your Facebook?
Or they'll tell the fans, "Shut up, you Mark. You know nothing about
Yeah,
this
you know
business."
nothing. This is a business issue. And it's like, then why are they on your Facebook?
Or when the wrestler don't get booked in a show, the boy be like, "You fucking backyard promotion. You was there for a whole year. How was it a backyard promotion, bro?"
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't It's just a different world than what I came up in. It's just different. I'm not even saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it's different. It wasn't like this, bro. Like it just wasn't like this. Like I didn't start getting like guaranteed pay until I started working names. Like you,
Uh,
you would say what your bottom line wasn't like, and I would get paid. But I'm talking about guarantee. I know no matter what happens, if your picture is on that poster, because now they throw everyone on the poster. But
yeah.
if you were on the poster, oh, you're getting paid.
I never got paid up north
I had to get up. You have to
because
work for
they
it.
listen. I never asked to get paid. I never got paid up north because the going rate for a promoter to have a show in New
Yes.
York is $3,000 before they even get to the payroll. So
Yep.
you need $3,000 to have medical clearance because in New York you need the $3,000 for the doctor.
And they have a commission, sports commission.
They have that athletic commission over there.
Yep.
Therefore, that's why there's not a whole bunch of indie shows in New
No.
York. There's like five. Okay, there's like five that actually got money to pay for this.
Maryland's the same way. They only have two.
Okay, so then you need your athletic commission certification. That's $50. You gotta pay, right? So now I gotta pay. I gotta go to Manhattan and get my $50 to get my card. If I already got my card, they're gonna book me. Now, what do I charge a guy who's already 3,500 in the hole before he got there?
Something changed where it was like, I don't care about the health of this show. I only care about myself. And
Okay,
it's like I came, and maybe during your time, but I was still part of the era where we slept in our car to get to the show the next day.
so here's something that I feel that I failed but didn't failed and didn't understand one of my earliest mistakes in the career, but it's not actually a mistake because that motherfucker's blooming and that shit had never bloomed with me. Okay. When I did a three-way company, me, Vince, and his brother Gordo. We all came up with Shadow. I came up with the name Shadow Wrestling Alliance. Vince came up with the slogan, "We leave the competition in the shadow." Okay, we started it here in Florida. We had a lot of fights here in Florida because at the end of the day, dog, even though me and Giovanni, we haven't gotten the official, we go with each other. I would like to say he was fucking right with telling me, dog, this promotion is not gonna make it here in Florida. These guys are built different. They're sending emails. This shit's never gonna grow the way we wanted to grow. I mean, dog, we just, and it got to a point where I'm like, you know what? Fucking take this shit. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to fucking see you guys. Fuck you guys. I could do this shit on my own. I'll create another name. Fast forward to now, okay? I think it's 3 years now. I got nothing to do with Shadow. Okay, 3 years now. My last Shadow show was here in Florida. I got nothing to do with Shadow, bro. These dudes done had everybody and their mother up north in these shows, packed shows. In the beginning, they were slow. They didn't have that many fans. After a year, keep promoting. Shit, last week they drew, I think it was 290 paid fans plus the
Damn.
plus ones plus all the comp tickets they gave out because it was like a
So they
10
probably
belt.
have for a hundo in there.
They probably have up to 400 people, bro. The quality in the matches that they have now is not what I was looking for over here. I was looking for more American style wrestling. They was looking for more street Spanish style wrestling. Okay,
Yeah.
some of the guys they wanted to use, I didn't know who the fuck they were, so I didn't want to book them down here, bro. These kids that took the company that us three created, that I pulled out of, turned my fucking dream, well, Vince's dream and my dream, into something completely different, bro. And that shit had never happened here in Florida. Why? Because you have to be super careful on who you book. Because the moment you tell them, and bro, you can't book the person every fucking show. You got to have a break. I mean, you don't see John Cena every week on Monday Night Raw.
That's what if you look at my card, you see I switch it up. Get some
Yeah.
fresh faces in there. Cause like I get it. I get it. I've never this is my official, I'm just telling everybody, I'll be back. We'll be back. And I'm already in the back, like doing stuff. I'm moving so silently they didn't know it. I took a business class
Listen, I
so
told you.
that because the wrestling
Don't
side,
say too much. Don't say too much.
yeah, you right.
Don't say too much. I want to say what I'm
I'm
doing
learning
because
that. I'm
yeah,
learning
don't
that
say
in
too.
church. Don't speak too much.
Don't say too much. What church you go to out here? Not to get up in
I've
your
actually
religious
been
business.
watching Mitchell,
Okay,
Philip Mitchell online.
all right. You don't go to none of the churches out
I
here yet.
try churches out here, but they just don't. I don't know.
You not used to it yet.
No, it's different. I'm from up north, so like South Church is different.
Yeah, they very are. They're very different. That's what I'm saying. How are you? Off wrestling topic, bro. How are you? How's your kids transitioning to this new lifestyle with you and your wife? How y'all transitioning? Because you know Marion County is like
I mean,
forget wrestling, bro.
off wrestling. My oldest absolutely hates Marion County. She's about to turn 16. She hates it. And then my two, they're smaller. My middle daughter, she's starting to hate it. It's just that like people here are different.
Do they go to the north side of school or south side of school? Don't say the school they go to.
South side.
South side. So the kids over there are kind of more
Hmm.
attitudes.
It's on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My niece didn't like the school over here either, but she got involved with like some out.
There's some crazy. There's some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, she got involved with some outside programs, and she ended up liking Marion County. Like I think she done like fucking baseball, softball, girls softball, and she
Yeah.
found a
My
group of
son,
girls.
he in soccer, and
He in
he's falling in
Saga.
love with soccer. Yeah, I
Yeah,
never seen that coming, but he love it. So keep playing.
yeah. You know, it's a good thing about out here in Marion County that you got. It's kind of turning into like a little melting pot. So with him playing soccer, he kind of got like the best of four worlds here because you got like the Mexican section of Marion County, then you got the Caribbean section, and then you got those other people coming in too. So like
You
he could,
already.
yeah, so like he could learn from the Yardis, the Bonbons, and then go learn from the Spanish ones. And by the
That's
time he go to
his
high
coach.
school,
His coach this season is a Hispanic guy, and I can tell it's different.
yeah, and by the time he gets to high school, he'll be a little beast.
It's his third year playing.
Yeah, my nephew did a culinary in Lake Weir, and then after he graduated, he gave me the call like, I want to be Call of Duty in real life. And he left to the army and he's been
Wow.
there, let's say 6 months now. Dropped 30 pounds, looks swollen. He
Yeah,
could
my son
probably,
wanted to join the Air Force, so we'll
yeah,
see.
man. Yeah, well, man, the Air Force, listen, man, I wasn't with it in the beginning, but a lot of these kids are just fucking playing with drones right now. They ain't out there really
Yeah,
shooting. So,
yeah. That's what
hey,
he wants to do. He wants to fly planes and say he don't want to go to war.
yeah, I ain't have that opportunity, bro. When I wanted to join the Navy, bro, 9/11 happened, and it was like, hey, you know, you definitely going to Iraq. I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
I
you
ain't doing that.
definitely going overseas, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays these kids don't got that worry because it's too much technology. Like they could fight a war from the screen of their computer
From the
now.
Oval Office.
Yeah, bro. It was like so. We already established that you coming back. I don't want to say the date or nothing. I don't want to say the venue.
Nah, we'll drop it though.
We also established that it's not Marion County's fault, and you
No, let
apologize.
me say that. Let me say that. And I'm gonna make sure that I correct that going forward. I made it seem like it was Marion County, but what I did was I left Marion County and it just messed me up. I shouldn't have.
Yeah, brother, I told you from the very beginning, man. And they told you I was the
Um,
devil, and I told you be careful because I am. I never said I wasn't. I said, yo, I'm the devil.
well, you have people in your ear a lot of times saying, oh, I don't think that town's the best, or that town's really far for me. So then you're like, oh, I cared, ED, too much about folks that I would make sacrifices on my side. But whenever it was time when I was on the chopping block, nobody stepped up for me. So I seen that. Never will I sacrifice anything for anybody else ever again.
You got to make it
Ever
about
again.
you. That's why now when I make this announcement soon, because I'm about to drop a flyer, but I'm not giving too much information out. I'm just gonna fucking have these retards remember who's daddy. Um,
That was him. That was.
yeah, that was me. I
Don't
can say
put that
what.
on me. He said it.
Nah, nah. I can say whatever I want. Trump came president again. Ain't no
Oh my
canceling
God.
here, bro. The problem is that too many people got canceled by the bozos, and I'm using the Uno reverse card now. That's why I be calling people out because these people what we have here is too many clicks, and what you got to do is when you act like a gang, okay, every gang has a warlord, right? And that warlord knows what he's doing and knows how to break up that gang. Okay? All these guys are forming their little cliques. And
You
in
can
real
see who's
life,
with who and all
yeah,
that.
you can see, like, come on,
You
brother.
can
You can see the
see.
same ring everywhere. You can see the same clique everywhere. And then they're like, we get booked every week. No, you don't. You're on the same fucking flyer. They just changed the first three letters. One week you're fucking ABCD. The next week you're fucking DFGE. So to me, it's like, yo, look, I don't respect y'all in real life, and I don't expect y'all to respect me. But in this county, I owe this county a lot, and I don't bring you bums to this county
You
because
know what else? I need to. You just changed my mind though, Ray, and I did not see this conversation doing that.
yeah,
Where
you know,
you made me look at Marion County differently because I just went back through my head and I'm like, you know what? Marion County, that was probably my most successful shows were in Marion County.
yeah. Listen, I don't bring bums to Marion County because I live here. Just like you could bring bums out here up the block from me, and you will never draw the same amount as I do because my fans are different from your fans. Because my fans are here to see quality, and they're here to see my drama. Just like your
Oh,
fans are there to see your show and you, but they're not really there to see the wrestlers. Because I done told you, you could put a regular flyer up here. I could put a flyer right now. Michael O'Ray presents Lucha Libre Extravaganza, and this Connie would be like, the crazy kid is back. The guy from the festivals, yeah, we're going to the show is popping. You wanna know why? Because our kids, and I say they our kids here in Marion County, we take care of them. We give them autographs. We give them gifts. They see us all the time. We don't act stupid when we see them in Walmart like these clowns do. And you guys are marks. And no, my wife could tell you, bro, I give things out. Like, I seen you that, hey, bro, you sent me here, take a shirt, bro. I don't give a fuck. Here, take a shirt, yo. How you doing
people
school?
know I've literally taken tickets and been like, boom, here's these, or someone's bought tickets and I'm like, boom, bring your son's friend, whatever, because when I did that, then whenever I had my next show, guess who was there? Those two little boys, like, and their family, and they brought people because you got to show that like we're deeper than just trying to line our pockets. Cause that's actually what I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to entertain these people. I'm trying to give these people a safe place that you're going to get entertainment and it's not going to be a waste of money. That's
Yeah,
what I come
bro.
for because I have children. Whenever I go out with my family, That's five people. When we go do something, it's $100 off top. So whenever you get food and all that other
And
stuff, so
they
I'm gonna
know
make
we doing it for them because, like you said, bro, when you take your kids out nowadays, it's expensive.
$100 off top, like
And then
just off.
I'm the one that started the adult $10 your kids are free here in the shores because it's like, yo, if you're a single, I learned that from the barbershop out here. My man Steph, he the king of that. On Saturdays, you go down to his barbershop. If you a single father, bro, and you got 5, 6 kids, it's still $20. It's
That's
still
what I'm saying.
$20. So they're accustomed of seeing certain things. Like I remember the last show I did, this lady came up to me and said, "Man, I was struggling with my son until you started doing these report card things here. I was ready to send him back to New York, but you know this little thing you have going on, I like it because it keeps him entertained
It
and it
gives them
makes him do better."
purpose.
And they don't
Yeah.
understand that because they don't live in our county. That's why, like, you gotta respect Jake, bro. Like Jake will be on point. Like, where are we doing it, Marion County? Oh no. Here's the rules. I live here. That's why I respect him.
That's
Like
as soon
he
as I
brings
touched with
people.
him, like he
Yeah,
was, and like that's why I touched back with him a couple months ago. We had a falling out, whatever. It happened in business, but I came
that's all
back around to
fixable.
him,
Yeah, I
and
told you that's all fixable.
I was like, you know what, Jake? Even because I think a lot of times as human beings we stand 10 toes down on I wasn't wrong. I wasn't. It doesn't even matter sometimes. And that's why I came to him. Doesn't matter if you're right, if I'm right, it doesn't matter. I apologize. We shouldn't be at each other's necks. We shouldn't be trying to come for each other. We should be
Nah,
coming together for the
we
success.
all from Marion County, bro. I see
But
him every
why
time.
is everybody at each
Yeah.
other's necks?
And you know what's the
Because
funny
think,
thing about him? Not to cut you off, right? He goes to a certain gym out here that you wouldn't even believe he goes to. If you do, don't even say. If you walk in that gym and you're working out, that motherfucker walks up to you and makes sure you're doing your shit right. Yo, you need any help? You need to know how to do anything before I head off? Do you need any extra help? Like in reality, you could be like, I don't need your fucking help. Like, I don't want to pay for training,
you know
but
what
he
it
does it
is.
from the goodness of his heart. Like, he'll walk up to you like, yo, what you got going on? Are you here? Because last time I went to the gym, he asked me, "Yo, what you got going on?" Yeah, I'm just trying to. I gotta get my cardio up. I got some medical shit going on. All right, yo, you want me to make you a list? Fuck, I need a list for. Well, I'm a physical trainer. Outside of this, oh fuck it, make me a list. I'll do whatever you say, Thor. You
It's
feel
one
me?
of
But
them.
that's from his heart, you know.
It's one of them. He's one of those people when he comes to you with that. You can take it abrasively and be like, "Oh, what you trying to say?" Because that is how I took him when he would give me advice, and he would say, "You know, this what my dad did or didn't do," and I would be like, "Who does he think he is? I know what I'm doing." Hold
Yo,
on,
Jake
how
is that
what?
white guy at the black barbecue. I keep telling you,
Uh huh.
he's that
Uh huh.
white guy at the black barbecue, fucking up, son, eating up all the ribs. He's definitely that guy. I'm telling you,
But no,
bro.
that's one person I wish that if I could go back in time, I would draw closer to him instead of
I told you when he
us.
was with you, I said, "Yo, that guy's your gatekeeper right there. You should just use him and just get a whole new team."
I
But
wish I
listen,
would have
we
held
all
on to
make
him.
mistakes, bro. Because if I could take back my arguments with Giovanni, bro, I'll take them back today. But it looks like the time is gonna run out soon. Um, before we run out, you got anything you want to say or anything you think we missed?
You know what? I want to say this because once again, I'm sure people are going to watch this just to see what I said. If I inadvertently upset you, hurt you, anything like that, I apologize. If I did something wrong to you and you have this vendetta against me that we haven't figured out yet, come talk to me. I'm a grown man. We all grown men. I would rather talk out a situation than you talking to people and they come back and say, "Oh, Johnny was talking." I don't want to do that. We grown, and I'm trying to get back in business. I'm trying to get back in motion, and we can't do that. And it's something that you said, and I want you to think about it as we get off here. Too many of us are at each other's necks. If we came together with the same goal and work together, imagine what we could do. We look at what
Mm-hmm.
we've done by ourselves. Now put it all together. I don't. I'm not a person. I'm not in the business of I need all the credit for myself by myself. I'm not that person. I think that everybody can come to the huddle at the end of the night, put their hand in, and say, "Job well done." And we all did good. We all ate. I don't gotta have 3 ribs. Everybody else had. We all had 2. Sounds good to me.
You
That's
know
just
what's
how I get
you,
down.
you know what's crazy about that saying you said right now? Uh, in my underworld, there's a saying like that. If you my brother and I have $1, guess what? We both have 50 cents.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's a say. That's a real lad king saying. Like that's something like we really preach. Like if you my brother and you ain't got $1 in your pocket and I got $1, guess what? You got 50 cents. I got 50 cents.
I
And
guess we both getting a lollipop. I'm not about to get the
uh,
lollipop with the gum. I'm about to get the Tootsie Roll so we can each have
and
one.
I'm so used to living that lifestyle that when I came out here, it was a little funny to me. But hey, I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate you being the first guest back on the restart
We back.
of the Ring Fever with El Rey show. My first guest. It was an honor to have you as the first guest of the what is it? The restart? That's what
The
we're gonna call it.
relaunch.
The relaunch. Many people know that because of my fat ass mouth, I got blocked, and a lot of the content
This is
was
why I
taken
don't
out.
keep talking to El Rey in public. Cause
But
he
but when I said I wasn't gonna do this again, other promoters and wrestlers told me that this was necessary for at least our state because it keeps the indies clean from the bullshit. And
Yeah.
ironically, even though I catch a lot of heat for this, there's a lot of promoters that listen to this and judge their booking and judge their business on the shit that I say and the stories that I cover. So
Yeah.
that's why I understand why you fuckers always mad. But
We
when it
here.
comes
That's
to
him,
me
not
and
me.
you, I'm proud of you. I'm glad, Mary. I'm glad that you're gonna work with this thing we're about to do in Marion County. I'm glad you're gonna be a part of the team, and I'm also glad that you're gonna come back with your shows also, which we're all gonna help each other out. And like I said, bro, we ain't do nothing to you, so fuck them all, bro. This is our
That's
this
how
is
I
our
look at
city.
it.
This is our city. We live here. We got to deal with the bullshit. I may bump into you 7-Eleven at the 7-Eleven in Camp. You may bump into me at fucking Key Food on 200, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is
Might see
our
you at the
shit, bro.
paddock. You don't know.
I don't go too much over there, bro. I hate it over
I
there.
don't either. I haven't
Yeah.
been there since the shooting for real.
Oh, bro. My nephew was working there, bro. I had a real bad experience because of that, bro. I was
See
30
that?
seconds into going in there, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
me
ask
too.
my
I
wife,
was
bro.
on
I
my
was
way with my daughter, and my wife's like, "Don't go there." Yeah.
Yeah, but I tell you one thing though, not to, because I know we're about to say our bye. Yo, them sheriffs over here don't play, son. Them fuckers came out fast.
I don't play. I don't play around with them. I
Hey,
believe them.
hey, them Ocala PD took too long, boy. Yo, them white boys ran in there with them fucking cowboy hats and them AKs, quick to let it off, man.
They
They
was
were
ready.
mad,
They was about to
homeboy
hit the
left,
drum
man.
line, boy.
Man, they were mad, homeboy ran away, man. Like.
Yeah, they thought I was like, bro, he gone.
When I seen that SWAT team pulled up, I said, "Oh, these dudes got to be ex-Marines. They fucking
Oh,
hungry for this shit, bro.
come on, bro. They've been waiting for this day.
Bro, they were gonna offer them." So before I let you go, look this up. There was a couple years ago there was said that went down at the old Forest High School, and the cops over there responded in 60 seconds.
I heard that.
Yeah, look that up. There was a kid that tried to do a school shooting, not in this county.
Nah, it
Every
ain't happening in Marion.
Bro, they closed down every block in a 4-mile radius from the school. They had they had the fish and wildlife people with guns. They had the state troopers, highway patrol. That
Listen,
motherfucker.
Marion County don't play. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's not that bad around here.
Hey, you ever seen before I go, I just want to let this joke off. You ever seen fucking Beverly Hills Cop number 3?
I have not.
Damn, there's a part where the cop goes, "I need the JJOC, the lifeguards, the PD, the sheriffs, the dog, the fucking." That's what happened out here, bro.
That's Ocala, boy.
But yo, T man, I respect you, man, and I can't wait for you to come back, bro. And we're gonna
We can
talk more, yo. And definitely, man, I appreciate you being the first guest to the restart. And fans, I'll come back with my final thought. And I guarantee you, my final thought, I'm not taking a shit on nobody this week. I'm just going to actually tell you what I really feel inside. As
we
for you,
proud of
T,
you. We
as,
proud.
as for you, T, man, bless you, man. Have fun. And I'll see
Stay
you in the
up.
streets.
Heard that. All right, bro. Peace out. Stay up.
All right, man.
Thank you for round 3. Man, I told you, man, T a good dude, bro. He just got to switch it up a little bit. Thank everybody that listened today. I hope y'all liked the interview. I hope you liked the first segment. My final thought really is, man, as a promoter and as a promoter out here in Florida, you just heard the news. I'm bringing wrestling back to Marion County. I really don't care. I'm working with a couple of individuals, a couple of promoters. We are going to work together because there's money out here that we can make, and at the end of the day, we do things for our county. We don't do things for you wrestlers. We do things for us. Okay? That's why my prices are the way they are. That's why I book real talent, because I'm not going to tell some kid to be the best he could be in school and come to my show for free and give him a fake wrestler that they never seen before. I'm going to give them somebody that's been on TV. I'm going to give them high-class shows, and I'm going to give them stuff to look forward for, because that's what I do in this neighborhood. And for the past 8 years, bro, the city already know me. I done did boxing shows out here. I done promoted MMA shows. I done did festivals, church events, dances. So it don't even matter. Some of the people that used to be my fans now are city politicians here, and they're telling me, yo, we got your back. And here's the funny part. I ain't partnering up with nobody. The dude that started it and helped me, he gonna run it, and I'm gonna sit back and just do my part. That's how I'm gonna do it. Because Marion County, bro, we tired of the Facebook indie drama, the crying, the calling venues. You can't do nothing out here. Nick left a stain out here, bro. He left a stain out here. Anywhere you go out here, bro. I live out here. Tyler live out here. D live out here. We could fucking tell you, bro. Any bar you go to, any social place out here you go to, and you mention wrestling, they be like, I hope it's not that whack shit at Timmy Tools. That wasn't us. You can hear these fucking fans from here say, hey, I used to like the Spanish Kid show down at the Boys and Girls at El Rey guy. And the Black Kid, when he did his shows, I used to go to those shows. Those were pretty good. But then all these bullshit guys came out here. Bro, you don't live in my area. My area, bro, has been supporting us from the beginning, and we fucked up. We both fucked up by listening to these clowns and letting things get to us and shutting shit down when we were actually influencing people in our community, and we were actually doing things like free report card giveaway, book bag day. I brought Beast Mode to the city, bro, former NBA basketball player. I had all the basketball teams out there waiting to meet. Man, you guys messed that up because you guys with the drama. That's why I'm putting up a flyer later. Maybe when the show aired, I already put up the flyer. These pre-recorded shows be funny. But honestly, I'm not going to give y'all all the information yet because I know how this works. I just told T, when you come back to Marion County, bro, don't put all your information out there yet. Don't put it out there yet for the rest of this. We already seen that when you say you ain't doing a show, they start calling you names. They call you the N-word. They go on podcasts. They start shitting on you. And bro, you don't need them. We out here. We live out here.
We live out here. We bump into each other. You on the northwest, I'm on the southwest side. The other homies on the fucking southeast side. We live out here. We see each other. We bump into each other. So we don't need none of them. I'm at the car meets. I'm at all the Spanish events. I'm there. You think I care when somebody say, "Oh, I'm coming to your hood. Watch what I do." Yo, bro, make it, bro. It ain't even me you gotta worry about, bro. It's the 100 Jamaicans that live in my neighborhood that fucks with me. Don't you think I'm some bozo that stay home? People put money in my pockets. I put money in their pockets in this area. That's what y'all don't understand. From the barbershops to the bodegas to fucking... I don't even want to tell y'all everywhere I be at, because I really don't care if y'all pull up on me as the state of Florida. I don't care. I'll stand my ground. It's different. It's different. Look, they do shows right up the block at my old venue. Okay? At the Shores Community Center, they can't draw 100 people. They can only draw their own crowd. Meaning the wrestlers bring their own people and that's it. They're not getting 100, 200 people like I used to get over there. You want to know why? Because after a couple of shows, people start saying, that shit is whack, bro. All the hood people ain't going over there. They be clowning them at the barbershop, bro. Trust me. Titty Rhodes, that's the fucking famous name at the barbershop. Actually, I ain't even gonna front. He got clout out here. People actually come to see his titties. Dead ass. He should go work at Sweet Cherries on 441, the Gentleman's Club, because that's the only way he gonna make money in this business. But all you guys, bro, honestly, bro, the way we're gonna do this the right way, and we're not gonna involve too many fucking bozos with us. We actually got lawyers. We actually got a doctor that wants to help us. And they all know you guys bullshit. They know everything, bro. They've been watching the internet for a minute. These are the guys that hit me up also and say, "Yo, you a necessary evil, bro." I don't even know these dudes you be making fun of, but I be laughing and rewinding, and I just love it when you just shut them down. I'll be working with a new boxing gym that's trying to do something. First, we gotta get our stuff together. I gotta figure out, I don't know, homie talking different. I gotta figure out how this works, cause I've never fully done a PAL type club out here. I've just always supported or threw my money in one. So I know there's certain licenses and stuff. He's telling me there isn't, but I've done shits in fucking New York. So I know they gotta be something. You gotta pay USA Pro or something. But that's boxing shit. So I gotta figure that out, cause I wanna do a big, like, metro style tournament out here. And y'all can steal my idea if y'all want. I don't give a fuck. I mean, honestly, these boxing coaches ain't gonna listen to y'all. I mean, my family got real clout in the boxing industry. Real clout. But nah, man, yeah, that was a big announcement, man. T coming back. You know what I mean? I like Tyler. The interview was great. I'm coming back. with someone. And we're just gonna be doing shit for our area, our hood. Cause that's what matters. These are the people that pay to see us. These are the people that when we in Winn-Dixie or Bravo or Walmart, these are the little kids now that we used to take care of. They now 15, 16, 17 now. And they're like, "Yo, I just bumped into a dude in Walmart the other day. Yo, El Ray." I turned around quick. "Yo, you don't remember me? I used to go to your shows at the Boys and Girls." "Oh, word? What's poppin'? What are you doing with yourself?" "I graduated. Look, homie, I work here. I'm in the electronics section. You need anything?" How old are you?" "I'm 18 now." "Alright, that's what's up." Those are the people we really need to keep helping. And Tyler agree, I agree. He's still new in Ocala, but he been around long enough to know, like, yeah, you're right. Marion County ain't do nothing to me. I let these wrestlers get to me. They know about Jose and them. Trust me, these fans, that's why they don't even fuck with BCW. You know what I mean? That's just a little click over there. So,
The people I'm going to work with, we're going to try to give y'all the best. And I mean, we're just going to try, bro. We're going to fall. And you know what's the funny thing about us? You know what's the funny thing about me here in Marion County? I can fall on my face, and guess what? My fans pick me back up. They tell me, yo, good show. Good show. Hey, match number 2 is corny. Get them people out of here. That's why I know so much, because my sister will sit there and ask every person that comes through that door, how did you hear about the show and who did you hear? Who are you here to see? And they never say, oh, I'm here to see, I'm fucking here to see Sam. And I'm here to see Josh. And I'm here to see... No. They always say, yo, we know Mike. Or we know such and such. Or we seen the flyer at the gym. Oh, such and such was out there giving tickets. Oh, they were at the comic book store. Oh, they be at the car meet. Oh, yeah, we just know them because they from the hood. That's how I know y'all don't draw. I know the difference. I know the fans that go to my shit. And I know the fans that go to Tyler's shit. And I know who draw out here. You know who draw out here? We already told y'all who draw out here. He's like the OG Godfather out here. But, yo, I appreciate y'all. Before I go, I really do appreciate y'all. I be mad as fuck. I got a lot of shit going on internally, like medically, and I'm clearing up. I've been working out every day. We gonna get better. We gonna keep moving. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all y'all that be hitting me on my DMs, telling me, yo, keep going. For real, keep going. I really do appreciate y'all. Because sometimes, bro, it's easy to be bad, but it's not easy to be good. That's the way I feel. It's easy for me to pop my lip because I know no one ain't going to do nothing to me. And if they do something to me, what exactly they're going to do? They're going to take my life over wrestling? Bro, you're going to do life in jail. Stupid. Real talk. If I'm going to bang on somebody, you ain't even going to see me coming. A lot of y'all got your addresses too. I got your jobs too. Where your kid... Bro, I could be on that type of time, but for what? It's pro wrestling. We supposed to be entertainers. That's why in my county, that's why they respect the hell out of me. Because you had people back in the day saying I was a narco trafficker and I was funding this. And at one point, I had a dude making fun of me. Oh, he works at Publix. He a bum. A lot of y'all don't know I was the manager at Publix. Stupid. You feel me? Like, I was the neighborhood manager. So all these people see me every day. You feel me? So, the jokes, all that. Some of y'all don't even got jobs. Take care of yourself first. If you crying over $150, bro, you need a job. That's what you really need to do. You really need a job. And I'm not saying I can help you with it, but if you call me, I probably can. I could probably steer you up. Next week, I want to bring on Ashton next week. The little 17-year-old manager trying to make it in the indies. I want to bring him back on. I had him in the beginning of season 1. But I want to bring him back on because people keep... There's a lot of things. And you know what? He's getting a little tough, and I like that. There's a lot of people talking about him, and this week he hit me up. He showed me some DMs that we're going to discuss. But the main thing is, when I spoke to him, I said, hey, buddy, you're 17. Do you have a game plan? He actually has one. He wants to tell me on air. And he also, there's a couple of things. I don't want to spoil the whole interview, but it should be a good interview. It should be a good interview for people who are really trying to change lives out here. Like I said, bro, I don't agree with everything that young man does, but he is 17, and it's better that we be a role model than fucking shit on him. And all y'all grown-ass men and women that are out there telling him to go kill himself and all this other shit, you wasn't 17 before? When I was 17, bro, ain't nobody was telling me nothing. I already had my own room. I already moved out of my grandmother's house. I thought I was the toughest shit in the fucking world. I'm lucky I ain't get killed by 19 with all the shit I was doing, with the way my hands are so deep in the streets. You ain't gonna tell me nothing if I want to sit there and... Yo, bro, y'all don't know the shit I say on the other side of the phone for y'all to sit there and not try to guide this kid. I literally be yelling at this kid like he's my own damn son. And I know I shouldn't, because he's not my son, but he's 17 and he's a good kid and he's trying to make it. And those type of kids, you help. You don't shit on them. You don't throw them out. You don't fuck with their mind mentally at a young age, because that can fuck them up for the rest of their lives. So all of y'all in the business and telling him all this other stuff because a beef he has with his trainer. A lot of y'all had beefs with y'all original trainers also. And I spoke to Ralphie, I spoke to Hound Dog, and trust me, Hound Dog ain't really beefing with him like that. Okay, this is a father-son type beef. You feel me? At the end of the day, bro, if something really happens to that kid, bro, out here in the Indies, if you guys really hurt that kid out here, I guarantee you, Hound Dog is going to be the first one to beat the shit out of you. So don't get in their business. That's a beef between student and teacher. And like I told Hound Dog, bro, sometimes you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. Let them find their own way. Let them fall on their face. Like people did with me. Like people did with Benny. Like what people did with everybody else, bro. You gotta let us go. You gotta let us breathe, bro. Maybe your tactics ain't working for me. Maybe I'm on a different level. Maybe I think different. Or maybe you can't comprehend the way I move. And he understood that. Because he's a grown man that got kids also. He almost fell into the trap too. We still got more talking to do. I'm going to bring him on the show. We're going to really talk. Me and him. Because I like him. You know, I like him outside of wrestling. He got a beautiful family. There's a lot of shit going on. But that's going to be one of my future interviews. But to steer this kid the wrong way, he's 17. Y'all taking these long shits on him and stuff and telling him all that stuff. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. So I'm going to bring him on next week. That's going to be my next interview. Thank y'all for y'all support. Thank y'all for everything. And as always, the new model Ring Fever, where El Rey is, do better. Folks, we'll see you next week. We're out.